Most people are told go to college, get a degree, then figure life out. But our guest today chose a completely different route. No safety net, no template, just belief. He's a college dropout, a content creator, and one of the strongest voices for the next generation of builders. Welcome to the podcast, Tanish. It is great to have you here. This
Thank you for
conversation
having me, guys.
this conversation isn't about motivation, it's about decisions, risks, and the reality behind choosing an unconventional path. Welcome to the podcast.
Okay, let's start with the root. What was the exact moment you knew college wasn't your path? Not confusion, but you had clarity.
Okay, so it all started. So, in my school days, I never used to be good at studies. So, studies was like my enemy. And basically, there, I understood that no, studies is not for me. So, I went into sports. I did many sports. Like I mean, whatever sports you guys say, matlab kuch bhi. I'm like I've done every sport, squash, cricket, football, then badminton. I've done like every sport class, every sports coaching, but I was never consistent in that, and I never got medals in that too. So I understood that okay, Tanish, you're not good at sports also. So then, what are you exactly good at? And then I understood that okay, let's create content. I don't know, I just saw a reel one day and then I understood that okay, maybe I should create a reel. And then I created a reel and I understood that that is like my spark, that moment of seeing myself, or like of seeing the music, or like just going with the trend, that I understood. I got that spark in my head that yeah, this is what I want to do. So then I understood and I kept doing that. And I just kept doing that because in school I didn't have best friends. I was like, I didn't fit into any groups. I was always this different kind of kid. And in Instagram, when I used to get the likes and everything, I used to feel very good. I used to feel like that yeah, I'm feeling loved, let's do it, let's keep going. So I kept doing like that, I kept going like that, and people used to make fun of me, but still I kept going. And then in 11th grade, towards the end, in 11th grade, I understood that if I do college, then it's a waste of time. I'm any which is not good at studies or sports. So I thought, yes, I'm going to do content creation. So then after 12th grade, once 12th grade got over and the board exams got over, there's an interesting story behind this. We'll talk about it later. But yeah, so once 12th got over, then I took a gap year. And then for telling my parents that that I didn't want to shock them, to tell them that like I just don't want to do college. I cannot shock them, right? So first a gap year to like go all in on this. So I took a gap year. I went all in on content. I did a startup. I did drop shipping. And after doing that, post that, I finally put a message in the group, in our fam group, that I'm not doing college, guys. That's it.
It is a very inspirational story, I think so. Um, okay, so I had a question like, once you dropped out, what was the first real world skill you realized you needed? Like something college never prepared you for?
First of all, I don't know what college prepares you for because I've never been to college. Okay.
Like school.
Yeah, school, yeah. I'll tell you. So in school, number one, what problem the school has is they're always about pleasing someone else. I was just thinking about this 2 days back. You know, can we speak in Hindi or is it like an English
Yeah, you
podcast?
can speak in Hindi
You can
also.
speak in any language.
We are
Okay,
comfortable.
fine.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. So when because some quotes I want to tell in Hindi, so like that's why I was asking. Okay, so basically, um, what was your question?
Like my question was, what was the first real world skill you needed? Like something
Got it.
school did not prepare you for.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly. So in school, what's the main problem with the system is it's always about pleasing someone else, someone in the higher authority. You know, like for example, the board, the system, you do this, you'll get these many marks. You write like this, you'll get 5 marks. You write this proper definition, you'll get 12 marks. वो थ्री इडियट्स का डायलॉग याद है वेर you know Ranchod Das is in a class and then the teacher asks him for a definition of a machine that
Machine,
tell
yes.
us what machine का definition क्या है and then he says what a machine is in normal terms मतलब क्या है machine he says that
Yeah, a little
and
words.
then huh
He just said like, machine is the thing that do your work.
exactly it makes your life easier it does your work
Yeah,
and then the sir didn't agree what are you saying what are you saying and then the other guy gets up and he says the proper definition from the book machine is this that. So that is how our system is. Like we're not realizing it, but that is how our system is, the educational system. They want us to write a definition, and based on the definition, they will give us marks.
yes.
So what school didn't teach me, what skill I needed to learn after school was actually exploring my creativity.
Okay,
It was creativity. It was discipline. It was passion. I wanted to know what passion feels like. I wanted to know what love for what you do feels like. Because when you're in school, it's like always about hating the subject, about doing what you don't like, or you're forced to do this, you're forced to do homeworks, assignments, exams. So it's always about forcing to do something for me. So I always felt the passion, the liking, the creativity that I should have. I wanted to learn that skill, so I upskilled that.
okay. That's a very great
Tanish,
insight that would listeners who will be listening will get to know. So
But
next,
one more thing I want to add, actually, one more thing I want to add. This is only for the portion of people who don't like studies, who don't like what they're doing. Okay, for the people, like for example, if Suhavi likes studying, if she likes what she's doing, if she's learning from school, then it is good for her.
I'm also
If
not
people
learning
are
from school.
learning, okay, I'm no, I'm just saying it for example. Okay, for example. So, like for example, if I liked studies, then I like it. That's it, and I just excel in that. I do PhD, whatever, whatever. But the main thing is you should like whatever you're doing. That's the main thing. I don't have any oppositions towards school, educational system, or systems or anything. I just have one issue. People should like what they are doing. They should have a choice of what they want to do. They should have a passion for what they want to do. That's it.
yeah, and one more point is this education starts after 10th, like when they choose their streams. I think so it should be introduced earlier, like in 8th or 6th, because they can study more, like because many people they don't want to study till 10th or 12th. They think that what is there, why I want to study history, why I want to study any other subject.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel
Tanish,
it is already in the motion. I feel the international board, they already have that in them. The system has it. Like, eighth grade people can choose their subjects.
Okay,
It is already there,
but
I
it's not
think. Yeah.
introduced in India, right?
In
yes, it's
India, the international schools are there, right? In India, the schools with international board. Like, for example, I studied from seventh grade to 12th grade. I was an international school. Like I was on an international board, like IGCSE board.
Yeah.
So for like from 7th to 10th, yes, definitely I had like 5 subjects that is there, but I could choose. It was not like I had to do this, I could choose. But still there were some important subjects like science and everything. I had to choose that, but yeah, I had that till 10th grade. Then after that I went to another school, even that was international. There I just chose 4 subjects. I honestly, compared to CBSE, international boards are much better. my parents actually they understood early on that I was not made for like this definition or this by heart kind of guy. So they shifted me to international school where there was more of creative learning and like more of that.
Okay.
But yeah, even that didn't make a huge difference. But that was a comparatively compared to CBSE school, that was a huge difference. So yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So Tanish, after you dropped out of college, like you took a gap year, so at that time, what do your normal day look like exactly? Like what did you basically do?
that that was just hustle mode on. So first of all, I didn't drop out of college. I never went to college.
Okay.
Okay, I
So
never
you
went
didn't
to
give
college.
any so you didn't give any entrance exams, nothing.
I didn't give any entrance exam. I was so sure I didn't even want to go to college. That's it.
That's
So
very
You had a fixed goal
yeah.
in your mind.
Huh?
You had a fixed goal in your mind that I don't have to go to college. I have to do with
Yeah,
something like me.
exactly, exactly. So yeah, what the normal day looked like, I will say. So I will wake up in the morning and eat like there was no like fixed schedule, but yeah, I would wake up by like maybe 8 a.m., 9 a.m. And then I used to go to I used to start my work. Like I did my startup that time. So my startup was Blink Leo. I did a startup, and that time I was also creating content with the journey. So I did like a 200 days ka journey. There I took this challenge of Blink Leo, creating a business in 200 days, earning money in 200 days. I should earn any money. So I started doing that. And I will tell you very honestly, can I be raw? I just want to say that it was just work, work, work. That's it. Like it was just hustle. That's it. I'm working till morning 4 a.m. One day I didn't even sleep. I'm like some days I used to work till 6 a.m. Then like because I used to attend all the customer calls, I used to handle the business, I used to create reels again documenting the journey. So like it was just work, 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 and there was gym also. So it was like health, 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 work, 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 health, 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 work, work, work. And then some time pass in the middle. If I get time, I will just time pass, see vlogs or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my one question is, who is Tanish beyond Instagram?
Okay, that's a loaded question. Okay. Tanish beyond Instagram is a person with a vision who wants to do what he loves every single day and live life happily and impact thousands and millions of people positively. I
Okay.
want to change millions of lives positively. I want to help millions of people
Okay. Right.
to help them grow holistically. So that's like my vision beyond Instagram. It's like I'm trying to figure that out, I feel, because right now it's like Instagram is my life. Like, content is my life. I wake up, I think of that. I sleep, I think of that. The whole day I'm thinking of that.
So that's your
And I
passion.
am, yeah, it's my passion. And I just think about that. Like, it's my health. Then sometimes it's like love, like relationships. Sometimes it's like, it's just work. I'm actually trying to separate myself from the work identity. I'm work in progress. I'm trying to go into the rest mode, but I'm right now like I'm massive work mode mein hu. So I need to like try to go to the rest mode.
Like when
I'm
when
working
you
on that.
start something, you can't stop it, right? You have to be in there, and there is nothing rest
No.
mode after you start something.
See, that's what I had before to see the hustle culture and everything. 1 second. To avoid 1 second, there's a glitch.
No worries.
One sec, one sec, one sec, one sec, one sec. Four square, four square. Yep. Okay, done. Yep. So I was saying, when I started, I used to see the hustle culture reels. Okay. Like, whoa, get up now, no time. Now you have to work now. The clock is ticking. Oh, this is happening, that is happening. 20s is the best time to suffer, fail more. I used to see these reels and then I used to get hyped up and I used to work heads down. But now I have a different perspective. What I have come to realize is that let's be realistic. I think people can rest and work, and still there can be a lot of growth. Now, rest for different people, it is in a different way. And just like I told you, I am I'm trying to go into the rest mode now. मैं वो calm person अभी बन रहा हूँ. If you can see in my voice, I don't have that arrow like वो anger नहीं है कि ये करो वो करो. पहले था, but now I'm like more in a calm zone. Spiritually, I'm getting more aligned and I'm trying to go more into the rest mode.
Okay.
But what I feel, everyone who's watching this right now, I just want to say you that growth is really fun. Enjoy growth. You want to see vlogs, you want to maybe see a YouTube video, see Netflix, binge watch, do it. It's okay. But have a fixed time for it. Don't be blind. कि आके full day I'm going to work. I'm going to work. Because that will only go on for 1 week. After that, you're going to die. Die meaning not in a literal sense. You're going to quit. You're going to quit your work. Okay? You're going to become a quitter.
Yeah.
Consistency is important, not the intensity. If you focus on intensity, you will not be consistent. If you're focusing on consistency, your intensity will increase, it will compound as you go. So first, when you start, whatever time you're consuming social media, scrolling or binge watching, reduce that time and have a fixed time for it. Like every day I have this screen time for me, which is 6 to 8 p.m. I can do anything at that time. I want to see a movie, I will see a movie. I wanna see a series, I will see a series. I can do whatever I want from 6 to 8 p.m.
Okay.
But
Okay.
once 8 p.m. hits, once the clock hits 8 p.m., a person is dying on the screen, or it's a suspense, like it's a suspense scene going on, anything is going on, I will close the laptop or close the tab. Yeah, I will close the tab. That's it. So it's just 6 to 8 p.m.
So you're fixed to the
So you have
wording what you
to,
say. You're fixed to the
huh?
wording what you say.
Can you repeat?
You are fixed to the wording what you say. Like I will switch off the tab or the movie till 8 o'clock. I won't exceed it.
Exactly, exactly. I'm fixed on what I say, and there's a deep concept in this. We'll talk about this.
Yeah.
So, the basic answer to your question is you can rest and work both at the same time. It is okay. Rest mode going into that, it's very difficult when you're having your passion with you, because many times you're just stuck with that identity that my work is my life. It is like that because your work is your passion. So try to reduce that, try to separate yourself from work, and try to have a life beyond work. I just want to say that.
Tanish, I have a question. Like, basically, was there a struggle phase in your life when you were neither going, like, you were neither growing and you were neither going back? Like, you were not even failing, but you were not even growing.
Stuck in the middle.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. I had a huge struggle phase actually, until I realized that there's no struggle. I will come to that. Okay, I'll come to that. Actually, the irony here is when I used to think that after struggle there'll be growth, there was only struggle and there was no growth. And when I shifted my thinking that there is actually no struggle and I'm actually enjoying what I do, the growth started to happen. Okay, I'll tell you. So when I started, as I told you, in school days, so I was doing all the transition reels, vlogs, and everything. Okay, so there I was neither growing, I was actually failing. People used to make fun of me and everything, but I wasn't growing that time.
Okay.
Then after like a lot of struggle, one reel went to like 160K views, 159K. Yeah, 159K. I still remember that day.
Great.
That reel was just a trend. It was not like I'm not talking, I'm not doing anything. Has a heart the cover. I was like one, two, three, four, and then there's a heart. So that was a big trend that time. So I did that, and that grew really well. That went really well. But after that, again, it was blunt. There was nothing, honestly. And again, I went back to that zone where I didn't want to do anything, but still, I used to do it because it's my passion. So that was a big struggle phase. But then, when I quit everything, when I went all in on this, in my business challenge, 3 reels went viral, which was like 15K, 15K, I think 20K. Yeah, 3 reels. And that was also not like huge. So I was like, okay, fine, whatever. And then like I kept going. Then I shifted. Then that was still a struggle phase. I still didn't know how to get viral. It was just happening. That's it. After that, I shifted my niche. I thought that no, business is not my thing. I should shift my niche. And that's where again I came to I had 3 viral reels again, which is 18K, 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 16K, 18K, 20K maybe. And then after that again I went back to like struggle phase. But then once I understood that, that my mentor, Rachna ma'am, came into my life after that, like my life coach. And she made me understand that growth is actually not hard, it is very easy. Don't think it's a struggle. And I literally heard that, and I changed my mind. I was comfortable with failure and I did everything because I was fearless now. And that's where all my reels started going viral. That's it. After that, it's like it's now just the growth zone. That's it.
Okay, so when did money stop being the goal and start becoming a tool for you? You like did not wanted money, but you wanted something else, your passion.
Okay, it was basically just give me 1 second. What is this application memory? Okay, now it's proper. Fine. Okay, so money stopped being my goal. Okay, when I started, there was no money in this. Okay, my dad was like always about money. How much money will you make? This, that, and everything. I was like not more of money, money kind of guy. I just liked doing it. But then when I did business and when I did that journey of the 200 days journey, I understood that money is also important, and I kind of shifted to money. Okay, there I understood that maybe money should not be my main goal. My main goal should be creativity, should be content. Then I again came back to what I loved, and that's where I shifted my niche. सो मेरे को लगा था आई गॉट टू अंडरस्टैंड मेरे गुरु मेरे को बोले थे महात्रा इज माय गुरु एंड ही टोल्ड मी दैट wealth is a byproduct, money is a byproduct for what you do. So whatever you do in life, whatever you do passionately, with consistent, directed, self-motivated, intelligent effort, CDSIE framework, when you apply that and you do what you love, money is a byproduct, it will come automatically to you. This is what my guru Mhatra said to me, and that's where it stuck to me that money is just a byproduct, money is just a byproduct, and I just kept having that in mind. And I shifted my niche completely. I went to self improvement, and then I started posting content there, and yeah, money flowed automatically. Money is flowing automatically.
Great.
Okay, tell me one thing. Like, a lot of people say that this generation is lazy. But do you think this is true, or we are just refusing to play by the old rules, like by the traditional methods?
Okay, fine. You're basically asking that this generation is lazy. What do you think of that? Or do you think traditional methods were better?
No, I'm asking like, Is this generation basically refusing to play by the old rules, like go to college, then work? Instead, most of the generation people right now in school only are creating something. Like there are two, three people in my school who have started writing books. They have started writing. They have started making content.
Okay, I will tell you. So I feel this generation is wanting to go out of the box. It is basically exploring a different path altogether. Everyone, I feel. But 99% people don't get to where they want to. They again fall back to traditional things like jobs and everything. Only 1% people do what they love professionally for life. Those are the people who don't do it for money, for fame, for anything. Those are the people who have their, they want money, fame, and everything, but they have a purpose in their head that what they want to do, or they love what they do. They have passion for it. So I feel this generation, you know what the main problem this generation has, our generation, like because we are all same generation, you know what the generation has? The problem is shininess. The problem is options. Everywhere we go, we have thousands of options around us. कौन सा एसी चूज करना है, वी हैव 100 brands. कौन सा बॉटल चूज करना है, वी हैव 100 brands. और कौन सा दूध लेना है, वी हैव 100 brands. For each and every small thing, there are so many choices. Think of the kids. Think of kids. What will they do in this choice world? Everywhere they go, parents will ask, which one do you want, which one do you want, कौन सा अच्छा लगता है तुम्हें बेटा, कौन सा शू तेरे को पसंद है, कौन सा कलर तेरे को पसंद है, कौन सा ड्रेस तेरे को पसंद है, कौन सा पैंट तेरे को पसंद है. Just think about it. After that, will the person not get influenced by other people's choices? Like for example, if Suhavi today is doing a podcast, will I not get influenced that okay fine, if Suhavi is doing a podcast, maybe I can also start a podcast? Everyone
Yes.
wants to explore different things, like because they don't know what they love. So वो लोग ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा सिर्फ explore करना चाह रहे हैं सबको. And many people ऐसे हैं in students, like students and all, that oh शाहरुख खान क्या लाइफ होगी, you know उसकी, he's enjoying every day, waking up, इतने पैसे करोड़ों बैंक में, coming out, घर में इतने लोग, he'll be enjoying life हो तो शाहरुख खान जैसी. And then they come to YouTube, oh a content studio, hello guys, my dream is to be this that, and then the next day they are sleeping on their bed watching Netflix. So so the main point here is people join seeing other people, and they don't even have a clear direction in their head that they really like what they do, or they are just doing it for money, for fame, or whatever the reason is. See, nothing wrong in doing that. You can do it for money, for fame, and everything, but still you should love what you do. It cannot be something you hate.
Okay.
So yeah, this generation is basically suffering from choices, I feel. So yeah, people are exploring different options and they're getting influenced by the society more and more.
Okay, so let's have a quick fire. And so we have some questions, you have to quickly give answers of it. The should I?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead, go ahead.
So the first question is early success or late success? What would you choose?
Constant success.
Okay. Discipline or motivation?
Discipline.
Money or peace?
Good question. Both.
Okay. Advice you had give your 14-year-old self.
That don't listen to the society, do what you love, and money is just a byproduct, as my guru said. It will come, it will flow as you do what you love. And there will be a phase in your life when you feel that you can't do it, or maybe this is not for you.
Okay. So,
That time you keep going. Even that time you go through that time. Don't don't give up. Basically, never give up. And just have this simple quote in your mind: if I play to win. That's it. You don't see the losers, don't see anyone. You start a business, you make the best business any 14-year out there could make.
okay,
If you start creating content, you make the best content there is in the world.
okay,
Be the best at what you do, and money, peace, passion, everything will flow into your life as a byproduct.
okay. One line that describes your life right now.
Hmm. Oh my god, I didn't expect these questions from a 14-year-old. Okay, fine. Flowing with work, loving the work, delusional in life, and converting dream into a reality.
Wow. Like, what's more important for you right now? Consistency or quality?
Oh my god, the questions. Okay, fine. See, right now my main thing is, okay, you know what I want to say? It is, first focus on consistency. I am focusing on consistency now. Quality will increase. That's it. You don't have to focus on that. It will increase. As you're consistent, you just get 1% better every day, the quality will increase after 1 month. It will keep increasing. If you focus on quality, that's it. If you just focus on quality, and you will not be consistent, and that's where many perfectionists are. Every artist think he's a Picasso and he will make 1 year one painting. No, that is a bad way to think. If you are focusing on consistency, if you make 100 paintings in 3 months, don't you think you will be master that paint, you will master that art? You will, because you will always get 1% better. Just focus on 1% better every day. Focus on consistency first, then quality will increase directly. So for consistency and quality go hand in hand.
So, rapid fire is over now. I would like to Swami question more.
Okay, I have one very major question. Like a lot of people, like they have wasted 1 year, and now what they will do is they'll simply wait and they'll be like they'll come in regret. So for the first month of January, a lot of people will be in regret instead of working. So what do you advise those people? Like what should they do now? Even if they work, they don't have any motivation, and they are not focused anymore because they have already wasted 1 year in distractions.
Hmm. It's never too late. It's better to start instead of regretting. So if you are that person right now who is distracted for 1 year, but still watching this podcast and still wanting to grow, you have that intention in you that you want to do it. So now don't think, go, act, just do it. Don't think. Don't think कैसा होगा, क्या होने वाला है, कैसा perfect होगा, ये वो. Just post that draft reel. Just post, just create that business you have in your book for months. Just do it.
Okay.
Like in today's world, a lot of people think while posting reels that people will judge them or people will laugh them. Like when me and Arish also started posting reels, a lot of people started making fun of it. In the starting, like during the starting phase, during our first two, three reels, we were actually caring. And then we stopped for like 20 days. But then we realized that this is wrong, let them talk, and then we again started. And now also they are talking, but we have stopped caring. So I think we should stop caring.
Yes, that's a good way to think. Stop caring. I'll tell you an interesting thing. When I started, there was this girl, okay? So I posted this reel, this transition reel, okay? So I went to class, and then there was the whole class sitting there. It was a design technology period, And this girl went up to my sir. She took her phone and she showed my reel to the sir, and people were smiling. My reel was made fun of in front of the whole class, and even the sir was saying, "What wink and all? Nicely you're doing this, that." So they made fun.
Okay.
One crazy thing which is happening today. That very girl who made fun of my content is herself creating content today.
You are the
She
inspiration of her now.
she herself is creating content today. She started recently. And I'm like, "Oh, wow, okay." But so what I want to say is, the people who make fun of you today will be the ones who are quiet once you get where you want to go. So don't think of the people who make fun of you. Enjoy that actually. Don't obviously don't be like, "Oh wow, he's making fun, this, that." Don't be like that. Just stay quiet, just record it. Record in your brain. Ha, theek hai na, he told this. Okay, fine. Then after you become an inspiration, tell these stories. Just I'm telling today. The fun which was made that time in the present, it felt very awful, very bad. Maybe I had tears, everything. But today, it's an inspiration to say everyone. It's a story to say everyone. So whatever you do, guys, whatever you do today, how much ever fun you're made of, or whatever, whoever makes fun of you will be quiet in the future. Just keep working. Just focus on your work. That's it. Just
Okay.
focus on what you want to do, not even work. If you feel that's enjoyment, focus on that. That's it.
Okay. So, if you had to start from zero today, what would you do first?
Ah, if I had to start from zero, I would just focus on my willpower, my consistency. I was the most inconsistent person in my past. When I was a kid, बैडमिंटन क्लास जाता हूँ, पग मुड़ जाता है, आई यूज्ड टू कम बैक. देन क्रिकेट खेलता हूँ, हाथ ये गया, आई यूज्ड टू कम बैक. And then quit. I was a huge quitter, and I feel the first thing I will learn is to become consistent.
Okay.
My guru said this amazing concept. It is called say it and do it. Okay, it's called say it and do it. You guys know that 7/8 of our mind is all subconscious mind. Only some part of our mind is conscious mind. बाकी सब कुछ subconscious है. So once we start doing it, like for example, I will wake up tomorrow by 8 a.m. and I woke up. I said it and did it. For example, I will do a podcast with Suhavi and Arish today. I did it. So I said it and I did it. So when we do it like that, when we keep doing like that, our subconscious mind will keep increasing and it will know that if we say, we will do it. So then when we set our goals, that I want to reach 1.3 million followers on Instagram on or before 31st December 2025, my mind will say you can. If you said it, you will do it. So the first thing I will do is all these small things. I will start saying it and I will start doing it. If I
Okay.
अगर मेरे को आज पढ़ाई करना है 1 hour in the शाम को, then मैं बोलूँगा that शाम को पढ़ाई करना है. मैं बोलूँगा and I will do it. करूँगा. आज मैं जंक फूड नहीं खाऊँगा and I will not eat junk food. These small things will increase your subconscious power. And once your subconscious power increases, that's where all the magic happens. So first I will do that. Improve my discipline. I will improve my discipline first.
Okay.
I've seen one very interesting thing in your reels. Like in some of your reels, they are only 5 6 likes, but in some of your reels, they are like more than 1,000 likes, more than 2,000 likes. But I've seen that you still keep
Yeah.
stay motivated and just keep going. You don't stop. Like I've noticed this a lot. Some I have no likes also, but you don't stop. You just keep going.
Yeah. So what is the question in this?
Okay, my question is, what does winning in life mean to you? Like Not in likes, not on Instagram, but what in life does winning mean to you?
Okay, so Suhavi, can you just take the mic a little far away? It's kind the voice is
Yes.
blurry. Yeah, okay. So what's winning me is when I create a reel, I pat myself on back कि good job तनेश आज तूने रील पोस्ट कर दिया. That's it. That's a win for me. मैंने नंबर्स के साथ डिटैच कर दिया खुद को. I don't care whatever numbers I get. I really don't care. Like, even if I check, for example, if I open my Instagram and if I check, like, for example, the recent reel, it got 867 views. Then, oh, the third reel got 8,700 views. Good. Like, I'm good with I'm good with anything. Like, it's like I want success. I'm comfortable with failure. There's like a motto my mentor, my life coach taught me. I want success. I'm comfortable with failure. That keeps me going every day. What is winning for me? It is posting that reel and it is creating the impact. That is winning for me. If I create that positive impact in you, if you see my reel and you get motivated, that's like my win for me.
Okay.
And more than that, that is again external. What if you don't say me that? So winning for me, before even you say it, it is basically to create a reel and to post it. कि तनीश तूने आज मस्त काम किया है, मजा आ गया, अच्छा रील बनाया ब्रो, क्रेजी. I pat myself on back. That's it. That's winning for me. Posting a reel is winning for me.
Okay. So, has success ever made you feel lonelier? Like you don't have any friends because they are jealous of you, or success has made you lonelier?
Yeah. Sadly, it's a yes. मैंने सोचा था बहुत बार that many people are just saying it. What if it's not real and everything? But it is real. If you want to achieve what no one has achieved, you have to dare to walk alone if no one walks with you. I feel when success when success comes to me and when I'm successful, obviously I am successful, and as I'm going towards this journey, many people in your friend circle, like for example for you guys also, the talks you will have now will be different because now your mind will be up, your mind frequency will be up, you will not relate to them anymore. I've realized this with my personal experience that when I was first doing it, I was connected to my two best friends. I had two best friends. I was connected to them. But then once I was just growing, I was talking to many other people, growth oriented people. I couldn't relate to them anymore. उनके jokes मेरे को अभी समझ नहीं आते हैं. उनके talks मेरे को समझ नहीं आते हैं. I don't understand it. I don't understand them itself.
You are in another zone. You are in the startup zone. You are in the content creation zone, and you can't be related to that jokes that you were able to in the past.
Exactly. I was in the I was basically in the growth zone. Once your maturity increases, it's simple. If your maturity increases, you'll not relate to the people who are just there when you're moving up. It's just that. But yeah, I agree. It gets lonelier, but after a point, you know what can be done? I am doing it right now. It is networking. When you network with the people like you, like for example, first, yes, definitely you'll feel lonely. But then when you start networking, when you feel lonely, when you start networking that time, when you start finding people, when you go to these summits, entrepreneur summits, content creator summits, you start finding people in your wavelength, in your maturity, and you will gain more friends. And these friends will be your success friends, growth friends. Now, these friends will level you up. So, always, guys, whenever you feel lonely as you're getting successful, start networking, start meeting new people, and start going to entrepreneur summits or content creator summits or any conferences. And start meeting like-minded people. That's the best way to become more and more successful. Network is your net worth. I heard of this quote somewhere. So yeah.
We got an invitation from IIT Delhi, I think so, on 18th December. So our Gmail was not working right, so we missed that, and we watched on 25th December, maybe yesterday or day after yesterday, that you having the IIT Delhi invitation. We did not go there. We were feeling like what just we did right. It was like failure for us that we got such an invitation, but we can't go. We would have
Yeah,
got
yeah.
many people
Invitation
there.
for a conference.
Like for a startup summit.
Oh wow. Okay, you should have actually gone. Next time, just don't miss that opportunity because you meet your people there.
Yes.
You know, our tribe is there only because now we are just growth oriented.
Yeah.
Like who creates a startup in 14-year-old? Tell me. It's just 1%. You guys are already the 1%. So now you gotta level up your game and you have to meet people who are the 1%.
Okay. So, did you ever feel behind when you saw your friends following that traditional path, going to college, going to many big universities, and you getting their degrees, placements, and how did you deal with it with mentally?
Mentally, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I feel that you know कि कॉलेज जाओ मजे करो 4 साल party वाटी everything just enjoy. Why am I in this? Why am I working every day without anything? But then I feel that the 1% that keeps me going. The 1% who is doing this, Tanish? Look around you. I look around like this in my imaginary head and I see that my family, my friends, or whoever it is, no one is doing what I am doing. I am the 1%.
Okay.
And being the 1% is not easy. It takes work. And that's where all the success is. So the people, yeah, they might enjoy now in big universities, or maybe they are learning. See, there are again two perspectives to it. The people who have gone for learning, I completely respect them. The people who have gone for just enjoyment, I just want to say them this one quote, which I remember now, which I'm getting now. Listen to it carefully. The road to hell is heaven, and the road to heaven is hell. So the people who are enjoying right now, maybe partying, doing whatever, just hear this quote, bro. You gotta work later in life. Maybe now you're enjoying, but later you gotta do it.
Okay. So, once, like when you decided to drop out of the school and not go to the college, did your parents support in that idea, or they were like, you have to go there? Were they the traditional parents? Study, bro. You had to go in another college. You have to go in IIT. You have to go there. Were they like that, or cool parents, bro? Whatever you want to do, you can do. How were they like?
They were between. So, so at first, like my dad was like soft, Tanish, go to college. It's important. And then I was like, okay. And then I still didn't go. Tanish, go to college. I still didn't go. Then the meter went up, and then it blasted. And then and then and then I was like, I don't want to go. I'm here in this world for much more than that. I don't want to waste my time. My time is my biggest asset. And they were not the parents very traditional that, do IIT, do that, do that. They were very supportive. And I'm blessed to have um so supportive parents. They supported me and they still support me in my career, in my path. But yeah, at first it was not. I had to do my part, and then after that, yeah, it was there because they could see my again. See, parents, they could see when they see the determination, dedication in your work. They themselves know it that yeah, this guy pagal hai ye karega. They will know.
Once you became successful, they melts down. Your parents melts down. They think ye kar lega. They give you motivation more if you start getting the results out.
Yeah, that is there. That is definitely there. वो तो है ही. But my parents, this when I was nothing. You just imagine, guys, when I was nothing, I made this decision to not go to college. So that time, that is the crucial time when I needed support, and that time they supported me. They backed me that okay, fine, you made this decision. You should not feel regret when people come to you and they ask you about, for example, in marriage, when people come to you and they ask you what college did you do, you should not feel bad about it. You should not feel regretful about it. I was like, yeah, I will not feel regret about it. Yeah, I'm okay, and I did it. I pulled the trigger and they supported me that time. So yeah,
So it was the best decision of your life right now.
best. I will say it's not best. It is the bestest decision of my life. I saved a lot of time. I'm now like, it's literally, guys, it's literally magic. Magic is happening. My life is magical. Like, I'm flowing. Like, I'm literally flowing. I'm working every day. I'm enjoying my work. I'm earning money. Um, uh, Everything is happening. Like, whatever concepts I used to say, guys, whatever concepts I used to say in my past in Instagram about self improvement, about everything, I'm living by those concepts today. Before I knew about it, I had an idea about it and I used to share to people. Now I'm living by those concepts.
Okay.
Like Tanish, what does the quote 1% better, be 1% better every day? What are your views on that quote? What do you think? Is it completely true or we should just change it a little?
Change it a little. I will tell you why. See, I heard this quote many times too. 1% better. I said it in the past also. When we were talking, I said 1% better karo. Now, in this, there is also a twist. Sometimes you don't feel like working. Like, for example, if Arish is working on a business and 2, 3 days he just doesn't want to work. I mean, like, his mind is gone. His mind is blasted. He just doesn't want to work. His mind is just full. That time, it is not about 1% better. It is about remaining consistent. That's it. It is not about improvement. It is about just doing it that day. That's it. I call this concept in my wording fuel flip method. Okay. What is fuel flip method, you will ask? Whenever your fuel is high, you become 1% better. Whenever your fuel is low, you just get through the day with minimal amount of efforts.
Be consistent.
Be consistent. Like, one time I remember Suhavi, I think she sent me a message that she's not feeling well or whatever. What did I tell you? I just told her to post something. That's it. Maybe a photo,
Yes,
something.
I remember.
Why? Because fuel flip method. Doesn't matter if you don't want to do today. For example, if I'm feeling headache today, if I'm feverish today, I don't want to work, I'm having creative block, burnt out, then I just put a quote or do something very simple, but still I do it.
Okay.
So just use the fuel flip method instead of 1% better every day, because 1% better every day is not entirely true. Let's be honest.
Yes. Okay, so when people hear your name 10 years from now, what do you hope they feel?
Hmm. When people hear my name 10 years from now, what will they feel? Correct?
Yes.
10 years from now, we will have a 100 million followers empire on Instagram. And when they hear my name, they will have a sense of joy. They will have a sense of improvement, motivation, inspiration. I will be their biggest source of inspiration and biggest source of motivation and growth. They will have these three emotions always attached to me. Four emotions: happy, inspirational, motivational, and growth.
I'm damn sure this clip is going to be viral in the next 10 years. After he
It's,
becomes
yeah,
famous
yeah,
and he's like 100 million empire, everyone would be like, oh, Tanish came in Arish and Suhave's podcast. He predicted future. Oh, wow. In
yeah,
10
yeah,
years,
yeah,
this guy
Manifested
will
it.
have 100 million
yeah,
followers.
yeah, yeah.
And that's
It's gonna
already
happen in the
true.
next. It's gonna happen in the next 3 years. 10 years is a long time, honestly. It's gonna happen in the next 3 years.
You don't know about tomorrow what will happen, and we are guessing of 10 years.
It's gonna happen in 3 years.
Okay.
Like, note it, put it live. It's gonna happen in 3 years. 100 million followers in 3 years.
Yes, we hope so also, and I am sure that it will also happen.
Yes,
This is
I hope for you guys also. What is your guys' goal? What do you see? Where do you see yourself after 10 years?
after 10 years.
Yeah,
After 10
in 10
years.
years.
Like, I see myself roaming in a country with my family in a good car, having what I want to have,
Hmm.
and being
I see
stress
myself
free.
happy.
Like,
I feel happiness is the most important thing for me. So I feel I see myself being happy. I'll be
Okay.
successful and I'll be happy. I'll be happy even if there's nothing with me at that time, but I should be happy. The most important thing for me is.
Nice. Okay. Nice. Good, guys. My mentor, my Instagram coach, Jeetu Bhai, he told me this quote. I was just telling him कि मेरा दिमाग से work पे जाता है, what should I do? And then he tells me this one thing. One second. I'll read that quote. He told me that quote. I saved it. Yeah. You overestimate your success in the next year, but underestimate your success in 10 years. When you told 10 years, it came into my mind. Many times we want, like, for example, I'm telling you now that I wanted in 3 years. I am overestimating that 3 years में हो जाएगा 100%. But I'm underestimating कि 10 years में कितना हो सकता है.
क्या पता
Just,
10
just
years में
guys,
कितना हो जाएगा? Like,
कितना
more
हो
than
जाएगा?
100
Guys, just
million, 200. We
like
never know anything.
200, 300, how much ever it can happen. Guys, I'll tell you one thing, guys. Three of us, and like the guys who are watching right now, this podcast, I just want to tell you, just think about it. Every day you're consistent towards what you want to have. For example, if I'm creating content, just imagine I'm putting one video every day for the next 10 years. Just imagine how many pieces of content will go and what is going to happen to my Instagram.
3,650, I think so. Videos will be there on your account.
That is after, yeah, exactly. That is there. And now imagine what if I post two videos, three videos, five videos a day.
Yeah,
So
unimaginable. It would be like,
unimaginable, because we don't see the long term things. We always see short term. सबको short term growth चाहिए. मैं business start कर रहा हूँ, मेरे को कल profit चाहिए. मैं अगर एक Instagram account शुरू कर रहा हूँ, मेरे को कल आके 1,000 followers चाहिए. मैं आके अगर I am opening an offline store supermarket, I want profits in the next month. So everyone wants money. Everyone wants success fast, fast, fast.
I want to say something like, this is also done in real life and in one more sector. It's like trade market. There is the one person said that I was seeing someone's like Z business, I think so. He said never run after short term investment. Long term run is always better than short term. Short
Yes.
term you are like, why should I do it? You will get unmotivated. You will feel like I want to quit this. But in long term, लेके छोड़ दिया and you will succeed in one day in your life. You can see the example
Yes.
Bitcoin.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Crazy example. Yes. True.
Yes.
And like I'll tell you, Saurav Joshi.
Yeah,
Like
Saurabh Joshi vlogs. Yeah, yeah,
yes,
yeah, I know, I
he
know.
also like stayed consistent. He joined YouTube. Like I remember, I watched some video like a lot of years ago, and he posted daily. He didn't leave even a single day. And right now, he has so many followers. Like after 4 years, and he even in one of his vlogs, he even said that we are not going to stay here. We are going to move out. And now he has done it. And now he has stopped caring what people think.
I think so. It's 40 million subscribers in YouTube, and that person, his father was like doing a, I think so. He was doing POP, I think so, something, and
Yeah, yeah.
from that now his father is sitting in a G wagon roaming around the place and having a like 2 to 3,000 square feet. I Not square feet. It's like huge house.
Yeah, exactly. That's the power of consistency. That's
Posting
it.
reels for more than 6 years. It's not easy task.
Yeah, it is actually. I actually want to contradict. It is easy. It is very easy. You just need to love what you do. It is very easy. It gets very simpler. I love what I do, and my whole life, if you ask me for 40, 50 years, what will you do? I will be creating content from anywhere in the world, from anywhere in the globe. Maybe I'll be in movies. I will be in billboards. I will be in ads. I will be everywhere. And I'll still be doing this because I love this. When you love what you do, the task becomes very easy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it was very great to have you here in the Next Gen podcast with Next
Okay.
Gen Builders.
Nice.
And if this conversation made you think, share it with someone who's questioning the traditional path, who's like, I want to do this, I want to do J. Be whatever you want to, what you want to be. So that's
Yes.
all. And thank you, Tanish, for coming here. And it was
And being
really
honest with
great to
us.
talk to you and have a podcast with you. I hope
Thank you so much. Yeah, yeah.
I hope we will catch up very soon with one more podcast and we will meet somewhere. Thank
Sure, sure, sure. It was great having you guys. I didn't expect these many questions. You guys like actually opened my mind a little. Money or peace, this or that. You guys actually got me tangled there. So yeah, great questions, and I'm so proud of you guys for doing what you're doing today. And this clip will go viral after like some years where we three of us are like very big. So that's my quote always. Let's grow together. That's it. That's my quote. So thank you guys. Thank you for having me here. And whoever is watching this right now, I hope you guys got immense amount of value. So now don't think motivation mil gaya, abhi jao, kaam karo and do what you love.
Yes. Bye, guys. Thank you for watching this. We hope
Bye
you got
guys.
a
Thank
great
you.
insights from this. Bye bye.
Peace.